Welcome to your daily focus, March the 10th, 2022. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. We have the 10 energy today. The 10 is about a new season being around the corner, lighter energy around the corner, a whole new path around the corner, a change of seasons in our life, in our path, in a part of our life. And understanding where we are and where we are going, what we are stepping into. 1 plus 0 is a 1, but it's amplified, and that's the trailblazer. That is the pioneer. That is the I am. Two most powerful words is I am. So when you're doing your affirmations, when you're doing your statements, you're making maybe a mission statement. I am. Who are you? What is your mission? What is your destiny the way you see it? What do you stand for? What do you promise? And what do you demand in return? Sun is in Pisces and the moon is in Gemini. Playful Gemini. So it is a time to let our inner child out. Definitely under Gemini moons we can do that. We also want to learn a little bit of everything. We want to do a little bit of everything. So if you're supposed to be super focused on something, it might not be the easiest time to be super focused. You may get a lot done though, but it'll be you just have to plan for little tiny things, little jobs. Even if it's one big job, you need to break it down into little jobs so that you'll be able to get through it under Gemini moon. And I think the sun and Saturn are having a great old time up in the sky, talking it up. So that gives us a patience, that gives us a perseverance that definitely will give us a strong work ethic towards our goals, towards our dreams. So we can be do you want to say hello, Milo? No? Milo? Okay. Okay, come on up. Come on. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. Yes. Yes, you're a good boy. Yes. Milo is a rescue. He was found in a little tiny cage in somebody's backyard. Somebody else said, I don't think he's getting food and water. And he wasn't. And he broke his front paws trying to get out. And they healed in that cage as well. Dylan, no. Inside. Inside. Doing inside voices. Yes. And he broke his canines off trying to get out. So he had dental surgery at the rescue. And still, even though they had spacious kennels, he would still walk around in a circle and just drop. Walk around in a circle and drop. Because he was caged in any way. So they were running out of options because he wasn't keeping anything down, and the clock was ticking, and he was about the size of Dylan, if you've ever seen any of the pictures, and so we assumed they were about the same size, and boy, he's more of a mastiff kind of size. Okay, anyways, let's get back to the reading. So, but if you've been a viewer for any length of time, you know how rambunctious he was when he was here. So, anyways, he's got to get home now, and he's got a best friend, and I've got pictures of him catching a rainbow on Facebook, so check that out if you want. I think there's a video out there too. We have the Hermit as our first card. The Hermit is understanding where we need to go. Now remember, under the Pisces sun, it's a lot more where we don't actually do. Okay, we could do a lot more under just about any other sign than that one. There's a couple of others that are, close contenders, but Pisces is the dreamer. Imagining. Seeing our tomorrow. So when we have the Hermit here, We need to imagine, see our tomorrow. We need to contemplate what our happily ever after does look like. We need to draw in some things that we might have omitted before. We dummied down our dreams so it was more obtainable or more realistic, or it doesn't matter. You don't have to share it with anybody else, okay? Nobody else will know that you want unicorns in the stables instead of horses, okay? Nobody will know that. And chances are you won't get the unicorns, but you may get the horses. It is about fantasy. It is about dreaming it big. And we have the Hermit here that says we have to sit in quiet contemplation and really look at where we are at, our reality at this present moment, and where we want to go. And our steps. What will be our steps? So just like that Gemini moon is telling us, we'll break it down to the point where it's just little tiny baby steps instead of these gigantic strides. Oh, we didn't look at the card underneath, did we? Look at that, the Nine of Cups, the wish card. Dream, wish, desire. What is it you want? Our wish card comes out again. Our wish card went missing for like 5 years in this deck. I swear it did. Never came out for nobody, for nothing. And now it's suddenly reappearing, and I love it when it reappears because it says they're listening. God, your angels, your spirit guides are listening to your thoughts, to your words, to your emotion of what you want to step into, of what you want to bring into reality in your world. Maybe it's less weight, maybe it's better sleeping patterns, maybe it's a true love, maybe it's a whole new environment, maybe it's a job. Maybe it's a new car in the driveway. Whatever it is for you, they're listening. They're paying attention. We have the Page of Cups. This is about dreaming. This is about making a wish. This is about talking to God, your angels, your spirit guides, and saying what you want. Help me. This is what I want. This is what I want to step into. And they'll put us in the right path. And don't, narrow it down to it's got to happen in this order or in this way. Just leave it open and go with the flow. See where it leads you. After you request it, it's coming. It's like ordering a salad. You don't have to keep checking to see if it's coming. You know it is because you told the waitress or the waiter. The curtain is very, very, very thin when this card comes out. So sit in quiet contemplation. Become the hermit for even 3 minutes of your day. Use an egg timer. 3 minutes of your day. And just think about what you would want. What would be part of your happily ever after? What would bring in happiness, joy? Because once you can bring in a happiness, once you can bring in a joy, success is just moments away. And we have the Seven of Swords. So be careful who you're telling your story to. Okay? They may seem very interested and they want to help, but they could turn around and use it against you or use it instead of you using it. Let's say you thought of this great idea in the company and you go and you tell somebody saying, I just thought of this idea and I think I'm going to write in to corporate and let them know about it. I think it would be like a really big deal for us. Oh yeah, sounds good. You're really going to write it in? That's a little crazy. You should think about that first. Then they go over to their computers and get on the email and write it down, and this guy gets promoted 5 times over for that great idea he put forward. So be careful who you're sharing it with. Now, it is also a day with the Gemini moon that we want to communicate with other people. So if you're communicating, go for gaining knowledge. Talk to a mentor, talk to a professional in that field, talk to whomever has, you would never go to your next door neighbor and ask them if they, if they thought this was a great business idea, because they don't have their own business. So they wouldn't know if it was a great idea, or maybe they do, but they don't have one. You can't take advice from that person because that person isn't doing it. You want to get the advice of people that have done it, that have walked that path. And maybe if you don't know anybody personally, my goodness, just Google somebody that inspires you. You want to know their story. You'll be amazed what you can learn about some people, and how you never knew that about them. And wow, what an incredible person. Never knew that about them. And that happens over and over again. So take some time to research of people who have walked your path that you want to walk. Maybe it's in weight loss. Maybe it is in eating better. Maybe whatever it may be for you. Maybe it's about how to go back to school at age 30. Whatever it may be for you. Or age 50 or age 70. Why not? This is also understanding what we have around us and what we really truly need in order to go forward. So the clearing of the path, leaving behind what we no longer need in order to go forward with all the tools we need. Okay, we'll get a mantra card. So have a patience. The Hermit came out first, so have a patience with yourself. And it's Saturn. Saturn and the Sun are talking too. Have a patience with yourself, with your dream. Sit back. Imagine what you truly want. What will make you happy? Don't go lose 10 pounds because somebody told you that. Wow. Who cares what they think? Do you feel happy with you? Good enough. Let's move on. Next thing on the list. Vacation. Take time for relaxation and adventure. So let down your hair. Relax a little bit. Slow it down. I was actually taking a class earlier today, and they put in the word stress just to show how often people were typing it in to their browsers to get through the day, to calm themselves in some way. Because we're so busy and there's so many demands on us. Day in and day out, there's so many responsibilities and obligations. And information comes to us at a speed where we couldn't learn everything that's out there available to us anymore. It's just too much. And we worry about our futures, we worry about our tomorrows, and that brings in stress if you're sitting in a reality that doesn't provide for that dream. And instead of having that as a stress in your life, first of all, start to take it as a challenge. Your mind showed you that for a reason, to challenge you, to step in that direction. So how are you going to do it? What's the first step? What's the very first step? Maybe it's throwing $1 in a jar every day. And that's now your new investment plan. It's a start. And it gets your mind working into other things you can do and watch money grow. If you have a jar and you just keep coins in it, it doesn't really bring in the energy that you want. But if you put coins in it or even bills in it with a specific purpose, in September I'm taking a vacation, this is my vacation money. It gives you a motivation to start. And you got to do it every day. You got to do it every day. And you got to do it physically. You can't just move $1 over on an app and say, there, done. No, that might work, but chances are it won't. You do it the old school. Go and buy yourself just 25 ones, and you just take one every day and throw it in the jar. It's a small vacation. But where do we take time to relax each day? And not turn on Netflix and binge on that, or sit on your phone and play a game or chat or do social media. When do you actually just sit in quiet? 2-3 minutes a day. You'll be amazed what it does. And you'll, at first, those 2 or 3 minutes will seem like 25. But in a very short time, it turns into be like, oh, it's over already. And set a timer. You want to do 5 minutes? Do 5 minutes. You want to extend it? Extend it. You want to do it twice a day? Absolutely. It's up to you, but at least take 3 minutes a day, for goodness sakes. You do deserve that much, right? Come on. Take some time for you. Vacation, relaxation, adventure. You deserve a rest. A time for long sleeps, massages, sunbathing, playing in the snow. Rejuvenate and nurture your mind, body, and spirit with plenty of rest and simple pleasures. Explore the universe as it is filled with wonder, joy, and magical things. You could be planning a vacation, a short getaway, a romantic trip. And it's important to remember the everlasting memories and bonds that you create in these moments. So take a rest. The mantra is, I enjoy a vacation to rest and recuperate my mind, body, and spirit. Or your mantra could be, I enjoy taking 3 minutes for myself throughout the day. And just breathe. You'll be glad you did. Centers you. It allows you to release those tensions and stresses. Just walking through a busy sidewalk where everybody's coming at you and going by you, and just that alone creates stress in your body that you don't even realize that you've actually taken it on. You say, oh, I don't do much. But if you go out and you're just around different things, yes, you pick up those stresses. Absolutely you do. And so just breathing for a couple of minutes, my goodness, and just let it all out. Let your shoulders sag a little bit. Let your chin droop a little bit. Feel it. Just leave. Evaporate. Go into nothingness. Okay, tangled wishes. Tangled wishes with the ladybug. So ask for assistance. Healing. Angels, path, manifest. Crying is all right in its own way while it lasts. But you have to stop sooner or later, and then you still have to decide what to do. The ladybug originated in Europe during the Middle Ages when insects were destroying the crops. Legend says Catholic farmers prayed to the Virgin Mary for help, and it wasn't long before ladybugs appeared and ate the pests that were destroying the crops. The farmers referred to the ladybug as the beetles of Our Lady, with the red wings representing the Virgin Mary's cloak, and the black spots her joys and sorrows. So the message with this ladybug is to let go, ask for help, and then when help arrives, accept that help. We receive messages frequently, but are often too stressed out, too contained within our own grief, or just too stubborn to see the messages between the worlds. Whether you have experienced a death, a divorce, a breakup, you've moved, or you just feel like you've lost your purpose, it's so easy to get caught up in the negative. The smog gets deeper and deeper the longer you allow yourself to sit within it. So how do you get out of it? You just sit and be. So many times when we are experiencing a loss, we are afraid of going within our own mind and heart and actually grieving. And it's okay to grieve. Doesn't mean you're weak. Makes you human. It's part of the healing process. It is also all right for you to ask for assistance from those who can help. Know that angels, spirit guides, animal guides, and those here on this earthly plane are all ready and willing to assist. You just have to make the first move. And just like Christmas lights, our life wishes can be a tangled mess, step by step, with patience and perseverance. I kid you not. With patience and perseverance. I think I said that about the Saturday sun. You can untangle your wishes into something actual and real. Life is good. Have faith that you can move forward. Your path may be a tangled mess now, but you have to believe, because sitting there sulking in sadness won't help you get to where you want to go. So now it's the time for you to dream. It's time for you to manifest your goals. It's time for you to be clear on your wishes. I kid you not. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.